Hey everybody, what's going on? Herblin with a new episode of Dwarf Fortress. Our traders are about to leave, so I'm having all the extra gold goblets hauled over. We've actually run out of charcoal as well. We've run out of coal, so I've got our wood burners on situational alert there, creating as much as they can, as quick as they can. We just need those golden goblets hauled over, and we're going to try to do one final last, just quick trade with these guys. So I've been notified in the comment section. You guys, your feedback is amazing, but I've been kind of notified that I guess these werebeasts won't ever die being locked in the hospital. The dwarves will never starve to death or dehydrate to death, because every time they turn into a werebeast, that starvation process resets. So it's kind of a waste of our time to even try that route of just simply waiting them out and starving them. So we are going to have to. We are going to have to end up doing an Atom Smasher, which is good news for many of you because I know a lot of you wanted that Atom Smasher made up. My only hesitation to doing the Atom Smasher was really the fact that we're low on mechanisms right now, so it's not going to be right away. It's a little ways away. We've got our dwarves. You can see the big line of dwarves just carrying golden goblets over. Please don't leave right now, merchants. Give us a few seconds to get everything over there. Looks like we've got enough in there. So let's trade. Let's see what we can get for all these goblets, and let's see what we can get out of these guys. Let's try to get those steel helmets and stuff would be really nice. Maybe let's take a look through this stuff and see what they have that's worth buying. Let's see if they go for this. It's a bunch of plump helmets, some bitter melons. And I've put in for the just a giant cave spider silk cloth, so we have a little bit of cloth in case somebody goes a bit manic and decides that they need to craft something immediately with cloth, like an artifact or something. A bismuth bronze cap, a steel helmet, the other steel helmet there, iron shield, which I don't really care for, to be honest, an iron mail shirt, copper pickaxe, and the bismuth bronze battle axe. Let's go for this. Let's see if they do it. Oh my god, they took it. They took our garbage. Excellent. Thank you guys so much. I know I probably could have got more. I don't know. It's a little bit hit or miss because I'm not really sure what these cups are worth to these guys. So let's see. Actually, we've got two more golden goblets in here. Maybe we can maybe we could trade these off for. Let's see what they got. Let's go down to the food section, because I mean, you can never really have enough food. Let's see if they'll just give us like a ton of random whatevers, like butchered meats and stuff. Let's see. Let's just. I doubt they're gonna give us all of this, but let's just try it. I mean, oops. Let's just see what happens. Oh, they took it. Awesome. I mean, it was 2 golden goblets, and we just got a ton of food, so. I'm not too upset about that. I'm actually quite pleased with that turnout. I mean, yeah, it was a lot of golden goblets, but I mean, we've got a lot of them. That's like the one thing that we actually seem to have multiples of, until we're able to, finally, hopefully hit some new metals down underground. I would take, I'd trade the gold off for bronze and steel and any kind of iron or any kind of weaponry like that any day right now, because I think that we're kind of a little bit hard up to get our guys properly geared out. I don't like having our military, like here's our military captain, and the guy literally has like one steel spear. I mean, he doesn't have anything else to go with that. But now, did we get any? Okay, we have an iron mail shirt for him now, and we've got a helmet. Let's give him a steel helmet. And a shield, a specific shield. Let's give him that iron shield. Now that's our military captain. I know he's not well geared out, but a steel helmet, an iron mail shirt, nice big sturdy shield, along with his, crappy copper spear. A little bit better than before. Slightly better. Also, this guy, I think we can give him we've got another bronze battle axe here for that guy. And these two, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get these guys some silver maces, because I guess silver in a mace should work quite well. We don't have, actually no, we do have another helmet. So we'll give this guy a steel helmet, and we'll give this guy We've got a bismuth bronze cap. Like, we are kind of like nitpicking what we can give anybody armor wise, because we don't have, you know, any proper armor. You can see here. We might, you know, I think we're gonna have to go ahead and make some copper armor at some point. Actually, just some copper mail shirts maybe. Not necessarily so much for the sake of protection. Well, I mean a little bit for protection, but mostly for the sake of yeah, we're all out of those cups. But mostly for the sake of our military actually getting some experience in the realm of armor, like armor wearing, so that they level up. So once we actually have some proper armor, we can put it on them and they can use it with a bit of ease. So they're more used to wearing it, because armor wearing is a skill in Dwarf Fortress. And if you've never had your military wearing armor in the past, you've never had a guy wear armor, he doesn't know how to use it. He's less effective with it, which can be which is kind of, you know, garbage when you invest a bunch of, you know, resources later on in game into like iron and steel and all those good things. But still, we're only hitting like precious metals. We're really only hitting like all these like precious metals. Like, we've got spall right there. Actually, no, that's zinc, isn't it? I think that's just zinc. That's kind of crap, actually. That's mica, and then I think that that metal in the wall there might be zinc. Is that tetrahydrite, or what's this here? Galena. I think that's silver. But let's just mine it out anyways. Mine all that out, see if there's anything else in there. Also, just mine all this stuff out, might as well, because maybe we'll get lucky and there will be some kind of other materials behind there that we haven't quite seen yet. So we'll take a look behind there anyway, explore around those levels a little bit more. We're still waiting on mechanisms to be built. Another thing I'd like to do is maybe place some stonefall traps around outside in key places that we could be expecting some kind of attack, because I don't want to rely entirely on our military yet, because I don't think our military is entirely reliable yet. We still have a lot of work to do down here, linking all these floodgates up. So that's going to be another, you know, that's going to be a whole other project. That's like something else that we're just kind of working on the side right now. What's that green thing? I keep seeing a green thing floating around here. Can't seem to target it. A pond turtle. Why is there a turtle walking around in the system down there in the plumbing substation? That's a little bit weird, but that's okay. So this guy here, he's got our copper mail shirts. Our smith has started making some copper mail shirts already. I finally crafted copper mail shirt and a couple of other not so great ones, but we can still throw these onto our military in the meantime. Anyways, it's not like we have anything else to give them, so we might as well just, you know, equip them out with what we've got in the meantime, which is, you know, just that copper. But whatever. Like I said, they'll gain some experience in the realm of at least wearing armor and being used to it. So if we ever do manage to hit something a little better, hopefully, you know, iron and something to turn that iron into some kind of steel as well, like later on. But for now, we're stuck with copper. If we could hit 10, that would also be very nice. We've hit, yeah, spallerite, which I think that's just zinc. Zinc is completely just a garbage metal, almost entirely useless. We've got lead, which is mostly useless, and more silver. So we'll have a lot of silver that we can use, which apparently if we make spiked silver balls should be a good thing to have stockpiled up before the next trade caravan comes by. So I guess that's something that we should kind of get ready for. You know, we're finding a lot of like precious metals underground here, and that's great. I'm not complaining about that at all, but damn, like I would really like to hit something like a little bit more practical, like some tin, or, you know, like I said, iron or tin, something just more practical than this, you know, silver all over the place. Even the copper we're getting, I think, is out of something. What was the copper? We were melting copper out of, was it this stuff? No, out of this. Like it's copper and silver mixed together. Like everything that we have here is really nice and regal and royal, but a little bit more practical on the metals, guys. Come on, like where is what's up with this mountain that we're living in? It's beautiful, but you know, at the end of the day, we've got all this gold. Like you can see, just ridiculous stockpiles of gold, but we have absolutely no way of protecting any of it. If anybody came by to attack it, we're trying to defend it with silver and copper tools. Like, it's not going to happen. Hey, was that tetrahydrate? Tetrahydrate is... No, that's silver also, I think. That's also silver. For some reason, I was thinking like iron for a second, but I think I'm wrong on that one. I can see down here on the bottom right, we have a bit of a morale issue. If you're looking at these numbers ever, the green on the far right side is how many happy dwarves we have, and every step down from there is progressively worse. It's not like we have any like hostile freaking out dwarves yet, but we do have one kind of in the middle, not so great. These guys, you know, not great. Kind of like that's okay, but we really want as many dwarves as we can in the green so that they're not going out of control, tantruming, or doing anything insane. What the hell just happened? A trapper was interrupted by a giant red-winged blackbird. I gotta check that out. What's going on? Can't seem to find that one. That's okay. We've got a bunch of giant red-winged blackbirds. We'll have to take a look into that. Incredibly muscular. His feathers are black. Weird. Hopefully that's not something that's going to try to kill us. But anyways, the morale issue. Everybody's still sleeping in the dormitories, so we're assigning just a huge project of bedrooms over here. We don't have all the furniture for them yet. We don't even have all the doors for them. We don't have any, you know, obviously all the gold furniture. Not all there yet. But we will have the bedrooms. We'll have the actual designated sleeping rooms. At least, so that'll be a good start. We've also started just dumping tons and tons of coffins over here because we have the need for them. We really do need just a big mass grave to start dumping bodies off into. I know that's quite disrespectful to the dwarves that we've had on our side for so long. We've totally ignored their needs and just dumping them into a mass grave, and I know that's maybe will cause a morale issue at some point. I'm not sure how dwarves exactly react to their loved ones being buried in such, you know, garbage conditions, but it is what it is. This kid is such a slow miner. I think it's because he's probably got no strength or something, because I mean he's mining dirt right now and he's going quite slow. Like, watch this guy. This guy's coming up. No, he's also pretty slow too. Maybe that kid's not doing so bad. I just thought he was an awful miner. But we've got Pyre, or small child. He's just forced into the mines. Again, I know that's kind of cheating, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. Dwarf Fortress sucks in the fact that kids just sit there and eat all your food, and I guess kind of like real life, they just are kind of a nuisance half the time. But yeah, so we'll just get him digging these houses out, or these bedrooms out, and then we'll worry about furnishing them later. But I'd like to get everybody out of the dormitory as soon as possible. We are still working on like a lot of things. There's a lot of things that, you know, take priority, I feel, but if we don't just start assigning these massive jobs to be done soon, I feel like they'll never really get done. I guess we could, because we do have a lot of idlers, we could always have more miners also. We do have copper, and we might as well make a couple just kind of churn out a bunch of copper pickaxes and get some of those idlers into, you know, doing something useful with themselves instead of just hanging around and doing whatever it is that idle migrants do. We're upping the mechanism production topside as well as any kind of masonry production. We have a huge stockpile up here, designated that we've dug out just out of the ground around here, which is really soft and just made out of silt. So we've come up here. We've made it just a big stockpile to bring all this. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring it up here. All this stone, but not like metal ore. It's just, you know, economic and other stone and stuff to wheelbarrow it all up top here, and hopefully have enough. So these I realized that the mechanism workshop was going underground and probably pulling you know, random stones up to make these things with. So that's kind of, you know, kind of ridiculous. So now we've also got two other mechanist workshops here, also churning out mechanisms, because we are going to need a lot of them for this foreseeable future anyways. And I figured that production is, you know, definitely much needed. Here we go with the bedrooms. You can see like our, you know, our morale hasn't gotten much better yet, but we do have these bedrooms started, so hopefully that's going to help us out a lot, and in the long run that should help morale. Connecting all these up here, and I'm going to build some church areas up here, like chapels and stuff, and then we'll work on, maybe we'll put like an inn or something over here, or I'm not too sure yet, but this is going to be like a big residential sector over here. So there's going to be, you know, residences, and then like personal things like going to church, and like taverns and all these things will be connected over on this section of the fortress. And down here will be like our military and kind of, I don't know, things that I would consider more governmental. So maybe like a library, like I said, like a library down here, maybe some workshops, any kind of military stuff. Damn, they keep hitting that damn stone. But yeah, up here, I'm kind of glad that we got those rooms dug out. Now we've got to work on doors and beds and all that good stuff, but we've got a great start on this. Like, I'm a lot more comfortable with the direction the fortress is going now that we have so many, like we have so many migrants coming in that just don't have anything right now. We are up to 44 citizens, so we definitely need these bedrooms to be built up as quickly as we can. We're still looking down below for, you know, more valuable, more practical metals. Nothing so far. We've just been hitting all this like sphalerite, zinc, and that good stuff. We've got tetrahydrate here, so nothing. We haven't quite found what we're looking for, but I'm really hoping that we do soon. We've got more galena down here. Digging out into this layer down here, because this is all slate, so I wasn't sure, maybe we'd find some iron or something, or if we'd maybe hit a different level that you know, had some new metals, but doesn't seem to be yet. We are getting a lot of these rare metals, but nothing entirely practical yet. So we'll just keep digging down, and hopefully eventually we'll find something. You know, worst case, we'll find eventually maybe we'll hit adamantium, and that'll be our first upgrade after copper. Will be adamantine, but I don't know. I think we'll find something before then. I hope we do, because I'd like to get our military equipped a little bit. Speaking of equipment for the military, I think we should have, yeah, these guys have, should all have at least copper mail shirts on. So they're leveling that up, and I think I made some, let's just check. Yeah, silver maces. So let's get these guys equipped with those, because the copper maces should be a big upgrade going to silver maces. Let's go down to specific weapons, and if we can find them, there we go, silver mace. That should be quite the upgrade. Where's the other one? We have, oh, I'm looking at generic. There we go, specific weapon, silver mace. There we go, so 2 silver maces. Everybody should have at least a copper chainmail shirt on. Not that that's going to protect them very much. It might even slow them down more than it's valued at, but at least they'll be getting some experience in the realm of wearing armor and getting some level ups there. This area has pretty much been put on hold at this point. We've been hauling the rocks up from down here, and that's about it. Again, just looking in the mines, really just digging around down here. Nothing yet, but like, I don't know, maybe we can even do something down here later. Like, I mean, we're gonna need all this. We're gonna need all this stone, and we're gonna need this anyways. So might as well get it out of the way. Bringing up all these rare metals, though, all this gold and stuff is really cool, because we like, if we end up not finding any iron, we don't find any steel, any of that, we can at least trade for it. I know that we'll be able to trade a lot of that stuff off for things that we need. So like, we'll be able to trade the gold off constantly for whatever people bring by. So hopefully, like, we might have to survive a little bit more than I'm used to on trading, which maybe will be good for me, because it's something that I haven't done in the past, and might be, I don't know, somewhat interesting to try out. I think that this lever, once all the projects for this lever are complete, we'll have the floodgate system pretty much worked out, so we can flood this area, and then we can unflood it, and then I think we're at that point already. So that's good news. We're onto that already. Also, actually, before I even start flooding that, I should have a complete shut off for the water also up top. So I'm going to have to put some, like when I tunnel over to this, I'm going to have to hook floodgates up to the river so that we're not, we can just shut off any and all water, like an override for the entire thing, to shut off water coming directly in from the river. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I just want to be as careful as possible with plumbing because I've had so many unfortunate accidents in the past. So actually I'm going to just show you guys kind of what I'm talking about right now. We're going to create a little tunnel over here. And then like here I'm going to put a floodgate, and here I'm going to put a floodgate, and that'll be like a manual override. And then we'll dig into the river, and then we can, you know, completely shut it off if need be, and we can stop any and all water from coming in. So we'll usually have that probably opened, just so that we don't have, if we have this open to undrain things, we might still have water kind of flowing in. So water will be coming down from the river and sitting in here. And if we open this lever, these doors, the water will flow in here and flood this chamber. But in order to bring it down this causeway, like into the outwards drainage outside of the base where the water leaves the fortress, we would need these open again to get the water out of here, and then we need these open. But if these are open, water's still going to keep flowing in, so we'd just be pretty much draining the river, I think. So we're going to have to do an override up here. That won't be so bad though. I think that'll be good overall, because if we start flooding the fortress by accident, we can always shut it off. There's a faucet option. Something I have learned is always make sure that you create the ability to turn off any of your plumbing projects before you start them. But I am going to end the episode here. What do you guys think? Any directions you want me to take? Anything that you guys think I should be working on? Anything that you want to see prioritized? I know some of you have mentioned an atom smasher. That's definitely something that's going to be coming up, hopefully in the next episode or maybe the one after. We've just been using all the mechanisms so far for this little weird tunnel flood program. This tunnel flooding thing took up more time than I'd meant it to, but I think it will be, like, it's going to be more than just that tunnel flooding. It's also going to be the way that we can bring water into the fortress. Maybe we'll use this to hook up like a well inside, or like a reservoir of some kind, or like maybe even like fishing indoors if possible at some point. Maybe we'll have to look into that. But yeah, anyways guys, let me know what you're thinking. Leave a comment, leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. It means a lot to me. Your feedback is always appreciated, and until next time guys.